Google Flow is the powerhouse tool for AI-driven video and image creation. If you've just opened Flow for the first time, it might look complex. But don't worry, I've spent hundreds of hours in this interface and discovered that mastering just a few core workflows will give you 80% of the results you're looking for. Let's get you up and running in minutes. First, head over to the Google Flow. I will leave the link in the description box below so you can follow along. Everything here is centered around projects. As you can see, I have had my account for quite some time, so I have a lot of projects. To begin, click New Project at the top. Now, the first thing I recommend doing is naming your projects. Flow normally names your projects the date and time that they were created. If you have a lot of projects or you tend to come back to previous projects, naming them makes it easy to find them. For this project, I shall name it YouTube Tutorial. On the left, you have an All Media section. This is where all the media you upload or create in this project can be found. Next, we have Character. This is great when the goal is to build and reuse the same characters in your projects. Next is Scene, and as the name suggests, you get to build scenes for your projects. At the bottom, you'll find the prompt box. This is your command center. Before typing, click the drop-down menu to choose your media type. We'll start with an image. Set your aspect ratio. I'll go with 16:9. Unlike the standard Gemini app, Flow lets you choose the number of outputs even though both of them are using Nano Banana model. I'll set mine to 2. Next, pick your model. Let's use Nano Banana Pro. Check the credit cost at the bottom. Luckily, this one is free. Let's enter a simple prompt. Here is a screenshot of the prompt I used. Hit the arrow to generate. Flow generates both images simultaneously. I like the second image, but she is holding 2 suitcases. To edit, just describe the change in the box below the image. I'll type, remove the suitcase on her left hand, and submit. On the right, you can see the original next to the new version. You can toggle between them to compare. I'm okay with it, so I'll click Done. Now, our project dashboard shows both the original unedited image and our new edited version. Let's turn an image into motion. In the prompt box, click the plus icon, select the image we just edited, and tap on Add to Prompt. Switch the menu from image to video. You'll see 2 options, frames or ingredients. We'll use ingredients, which tells Flow to use our text and reference image as the foundation. Ensure your aspect ratio matches your image. My image is 16:9, so I will use the same aspect for the video. For videos, I recommend generating just 1 output to save credits. Select the VO 3.1 model. The 8 seconds will consume 10 credits. The reason I choose to use VO is because I want to show you the scene builder. Scene Builder doesn't work when using the Omni Flash model. Now describe the actions you want in your prompt. Here's the prompt I'm using. Hit send. Here's our output.
I know I should have left when I still had a choice, but some goodbyes only arrive after midnight.
It did a decent job with just the first generation. Now for the real magic, scenes. Scenes are amazing when you're creating a sequence of events, like you would in a movie. I want to stitch a story together. Tap on the 3 dots on the video here. Hover on Add to Scene. Then on Create Scene, click on the plus sign. The video will automatically be added to the scene builder. Click on the newly created scene to open it. To extend your clip, click on the plus sign down here and choose Extend with VO3. Paste your prompt extender. You can find your finished scene under the Scenes tab or in All Media. To download an image or video, click the 3 dots in the top right, hover over Download, and choose your resolution. For scenes, you must open the scene first, then click the download button from within the editor to export the full sequence. 2 more tools you need to know. First, the character. Head over to Character on the left. You already have some templates you can use to create your avatar over here. You can also make one from your already generated content or upload an image from your desktop. Second, the agent. Click Agent in the prompt box to start a conversation. Tell it what you want to create, like give me 5 different camera angles of this image, and the agent will brainstorm ideas, ask for permission to generate images. It's like having a creative director by your side. However, if you want the agent to automatically generate the images and videos for you without waiting for permission, you can change that in the setting over here. Here are the 5 images it has generated based on the initial image prompt. All have different angles, from a close-up shot, an overhead shot, and to be quite honest, they look decent. Now you've mastered the basics of Google Flow in just a few minutes. If this guide helped you, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more AI tutorials. Check out my other video on Google Vids right here. See you in the next one.